correlating water with garbage just did not compute. I created a petition to rescind this new backdoor tax, and it quickly became clear to me that 95% of the hundreds of residents who signed this petition were unaware of this new garbage tax in the water bill. The lack of transparency was apparent.
Since my business can only operate on large amounts of water usage, this formula is unfair. The first quarter that this charge was imposed, it raised my water bill by $956, almost 25% higher than my average bill before. Immediately, I realized that I had to figure out a way to compensate for this. So I raised my prices, something that I haven't done in more than 10 years.
This has been pure deception, plain and simple. They say this tax was going to require tax-abated buildings to pay their fair share, as Ms. Jaffrey pointed out. But as was reported in the media, 83 properties across the city had opted out of the water tax, with at least 2 of them that we know of right now as being tax-abated downtown high-rises. And now what do we hear? We hear more lies. MUA and Suez made a mistake. There was an agreement to charge less to the taxpayers. So I stand here disgusted by the full of water tax and the political gamesmanship.
We wouldn't be here if this tax had been imposed with transparency, right? And that is a core piece of what we need to call for in the future as well, right? This was done in the fall. There was no public debate. But Mira said, right? She talks to people now, today, they have no idea that this tax is still in place, or whatever today is, August 9th, August 10th, right? And that is the wages of doing this behind closed doors. And I think one of the things we have to do as a city is we have to do public policy making out in the open, right? If this had gone before the city council, if this had been debated, we would have had a robust conversation. We would have been able to do the math and determine whether this was a good policy or not.